I got a bucket of I got a bucket of tadpole. I got a bucket. I got a bucket. I got a bucket of tadpole. I got a bucket of tadpole. Let's make some more. Come, 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 my froggy friends. Let us make more babies. Somewhere in this forest, or very possibly not in this forest, Aswunctius has lost a shulker box. Now, Aswunctius wants this shulker box back, so we've been hired to find it. By hired, I mean like if we find the shulker box, then we get to keep half the wood that's in there. Apparently it is full of wood at the moment, so that's a good deal. I do need some spruce wood. I have been kind of looking for it, but we're going to go on the hunt and see if we can find the trail of where Az was inside of here and where he could have left his shulker box. Is the shulker box here? When hunting for shulker boxes, one must be very sneaky. They will run off if they see you coming, and so if you are super sneaky, you may be able to get a jump on it. Well, this is interesting. This actually looks like there is a creeper hole, which does show signs of Az activity, which means there could be a shulker box somewhere around here. Oh, I forgot to sneak. It's possibly down in this cave, but pretty unlikely, so we're going to skip that one. Although there is an amethyst geode over there. Well, would you look at this? More signs of Az activity. It looks like a safe house was dug out here to spend the night in, but I don't see the shulker box. It's very possibly it's because I didn't sneak up on it and has moved to a different location, but we're going to go ahead and dig out some of the dirt to see if there is a shulker hiding in the dirt, I guess. No shulker here. So here are the clues I'm going off so far. I know that Az has come into this forest and has chopped some trees. That's a good thing to know because there's at least a few trees that are missing. Now, he told me that they were giant trees, so they're these ones, the really, really tall ones. That's also good to know because those create podzol. And they can only, when they only grow on podzol. Because of that, I know that I'm not looking for a place that's not podzol, or at least to find activities of Az. I'm not looking for a place that's not podzol. Now the shulker box could be anywhere, but it kind of may narrow down where he was when he was chopping trees. So it is time to put our sleuthing skills to the test. And shortly after that, I actually found some interesting things. It looks like this tree was once here and is no longer. Now the leaves didn't despawn because it's attached to this other tree, but it looks like this one is the same thing. Both of these were once full trees and are no longer. So this is a good area to start a pattern search for the shulker box. Pattern that we're using to search is relatively simple. It involves going straight out from the place that you found the evidence, turning slightly right, going back to the right, running into water, realizing that the odds of Az placing it underwater are pretty small, and then going back to the location that you started from. You start doing that in a pattern, in kind of a circle around the evidence, and you can pretty clearly see if something is there or not. And when conducting the search pattern, you may find more evidence. That's hard to see. You may find more evidence of trees that have been chopped down, and so therefore at that point do the same search pattern around them. Ish. Honestly, let's just run randomly around. A couple more useful tips. When you're searching for something, it is good to kind of mark the areas that you've been. Even if you're doing a grid pattern, leaving some kind of marker there allows you to realize that this is an area that you've searched before and you shouldn't go back over this because it's most likely not going to be there. Now, that really depends on how much you trust yourself to see something. But if what I'm doing here is I'm essentially removing mushrooms out of places that we have already searched, so that I know where I have already looked for the shulker box. Another thing that is helpful is whatever your primary language is, however you read in that language. So for me, it's English. I read left to right. I look at this and I read left to right. I go down one and I read left to right, and I go down one and I read left to right. Do the opposite. When you're searching for something, do the opposite of what your reading direction is in your primary language. So when I'm looking through the forest here, I'm looking right to left. This has a little bit of a trick on your brain, where your brain pays more attention to what it's seeing because it's not doing what it expects to be doing. Finally, the last trick, and probably the most important one, realize when to stop. I've been all over this island multiple times and I cannot find Az's shulker box. I have failed, and so we're going to put out a bounty on it. I am going to put a bounty on Az's shulker box of 10 diamonds. Whoever finds it, I will pay them 10 diamonds. Quick clarification on that. I will pay them 10 diamonds if their name is not Aswunctious, or they've not been helped by Aswunctious find it in any way. So yeah, bounty on the shulker box. It's active. It's open. Go out, Nimbuses. Find Az's shulker box.
So Aswan is not here? He's AFK apparently.
Yeah, Az is not here. He was kicked out of the mansion.
Oh, they don't. I forgot. I thought we all meet up again for this.
No, so there's me, you, and Seth in the mansion right now. Seth is currently on vacation. And then Az and Nadi are out. We need to pretend like he's still here so that we can destroy him if destroy his statue if he gets voted out.
Can we safely remove his head without us other things getting destroyed?
Yes.
I think we can, right?
You can only get them from ancients. I thought you found those annoying.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard not to step on them now. Oh, I think I...
Oh, are you kidding me?
Again.
I know. I'll grab Seth's head, you fight phantoms. Well, it wouldn't be a voting round if Tim didn't have phantoms.
What's that?
There's Az right there.
I think we can push us into... No, it's not...
He's gonna lose another 60 levels because of you.
Yeah.
Az is standing right behind you.
Oh, hello.
And we're just gonna stare at him awkwardly. He can't hear us. We can't hear him. So we're just gonna stare at him awkwardly. Remember to look back at each other every once in a while, just to make it look like we're like having a... Oh, he's gonna kill us! Run!
But isn't the island free?
No. Did you take some?
Oh. No.
Did you take a... Okay. Are you... Sounds like a yes, and it sounds like he knows it. He's shooting at you.
I just found a present. Not sure if it's a trap though.
A present? Oh, that is 100% a trap.
No!
You just destroyed my present to you.
It disappeared. I thought I could pick it up with the Silk Touch.
No, you have to eat it. As soon as it's placed, you have to eat it.
I'm sorry. I
left you
destroyed
a
your
present.
cake if it was even yours. But
I'll bring another one. It's not a trap. I just put a cake in everybody's room. There's
Hey, Sam. Hello.
Hi, Seth.
I have more than 1 hour stand.
I know, but I thought it took my netherite pants,
Oh.
which have the sniff sneak, the swift sneak
They
on
have
them.
the sniff of a nip sometimes.
So, Seth, Tim, welcome into week 3 of Nimbus Mansion. Mansion? I forgot what we called it. Seth doesn't seem to remember either. Welcome to week 3. McNimbus?
Big Nimbus, like Big Brother, but with... No, I don't remember.
Big Nimbus. I feel like that's now your new nickname, Big Nimbus. Anyways. Anyways,
You call me fat.
no,
Okay.
you're
Go
4
ahead.
pixels by 4 pixels like everyone else.
Okay.
Um,
Actually, there's a skinny model for the character, but yeah.
oh, so you are big Nimbus.
I think I picked the skinny one. I can't remember. It doesn't matter now. Go
I
ahead.
think you may have picked the skinny one. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to the Big Nimbus round 3 voting. As Wunctious was voted off the first week, still Naughty the second week, and now there's 3. So yeah, we'll start to count up the votes. Seth, do you have anything to say? Very interesting words from Seth. The first vote is for Tim.
Yes.
The second vote is for String Zephyrus.
Oh no. I'm getting voted out here.
The third and final vote. Put the bow away. The third and final vote, and possibly the person leaving the mansion, is Tim.
No, I'm leaving.
You're leaving.
Nimbus Tim is leaving.
Nimbus
Okay.
Tim is leaving. You have to pack up your things.
I do. I packed them all in my chest minecart, and then I get in the mines and disappear in a very deep hole, I think.
Do you want me to come over there and play some sad music while you pack everything up in your your chest minecarts? Goodbye, Tim Pickle. Go down into your mines. Chest
Goodbye.
cart away. Wait, I'll play you out.
Wait, there's the chest card. No, it was the first hit. No, it's going away. No. I didn't expect it to come out on first click.
How many people have punched
You
you?
want to punch me?
Do you want to punch me? I'm not particularly
leave.
right now. Honestly, I feel kind of sad that you're leaving. I know I voted for you, obviously, but I still feel kind of sad that you're leaving.
Everyone voted for someone at some point. But
That's the
actually, I
thing.
never voted for you.
Yeah, I
Does
know.
that make you feel bad?
Yes, it does. Change can be scary. However, change can also lead to new things, and this is one of those things. I'm here today at the room of changing. The room of changing. This one, that room, and we're gonna go into it, and we're gonna see what happens. I don't really know what's behind that door, but we're gonna go ahead and go in and see what comes of it. No peeking. Stop peeking. Peek. No peeking. Well, that was it. That didn't seem to do anything. Nope, that's not the door. No. That's the door. I guess nothing happened out of this. Oh well. It is time. Well, that sounded very ominous. That was not meant to be as ominous as it sounded, but it's time. It's time. It's time to go ahead and start building out the pathways and start building out the buildings here on my little starter island. Here's the thing. We still live in the mansion. As you saw, Tim got voted out last week. Az has been voted out the first week. Naughty was voted out the second week, which means it comes down to the final. The final is between Zephyrus X and myself. Now, here's the thing. If we voted again, I would vote for Seth, and Seth would vote for me, and it would be a tie. And we'd have to fight to the death. I think there's a better way that we can do this. The better way that we can do it is essentially having the people who have been voted out. So that means that means Naughty. The people who have been voted out are going to vote for who the winner of the mansion, Nimbansion, who the winner of Nimbansion is. The winner is going to take ownership of the mansion. The mansion. The mansion. They're going to take ownership of the mansion, and they're going to build out the mansion the way that they see fit. Now, in Discord, Sephiroth and I have posted reasons why we should be the winner and what we would plan to do with the mansion. And yeah, now it's all up to Aswunctious, it's up to Still Naughty, and it's up to Tim Pickle to decide who wins the mansion. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to give up on my starter island. Even if I win, not going to live in the mansion. Don't tell them I said that. I won't be living in the mansion. It's going to be turned into a shopping district, more of a shopping mall than anything. So this is still valued work, and I really need to get to it because I'm really missing a storage system. Now, you see that I built out some of the, some like really basic wireframes for where I want to place some stuff. Here is going to be, I don't know if I should spoil it, but I'll tell you anyways. All right, so this is very secrets. Be secrets. Please be secrets about this. This is going to be Radstone. It's a dumb name. I'm going to have to put something in the jar for saying that. I definitely am going to have to put something in the jar for saying that. However, this is going to be called Radstone. Radstone is going to be a service offered by myself that I will come, and if you have a custom redstone creation that you want created, I will make it for you. Prices will depend on the material and the location and how big it is and all sorts of stuff, like how complicated it is. All of that stuff's going to depend, but this is going to be the store that you can order from. Here, now, okay, so I told you before that I'm getting a little bit off topic. Told you before that this is a Nepticor. A Nepticor is going to be the common theme that runs through our shops. This is going to be Nepticooks. I'm going to sell food out of here, just in case you need it. There's going to be all sorts of things that you can bake. That's going to be that. This is going to be my starter base. This is actually going to be my base. You see, I've started working on a nice little balcony down there. Look out into the ocean. Yeah, that's an ocean. And then paths running down along here. So, you know what? Less talky, more buildy. Here we go. Time lapse now. There it is. This is the path. Let me walk you through a little bit of what I did here. Now, the randomization, it looks all right. Actually, let me tell you about why I decided to go with this. So the randomization, every single one of these tiles is essentially randomized. I scroll through the wheel, I select one, and it kind of created this kind of pattern. Now, this pattern looks very wrong there. It looks very randomized. It kind of like, honestly, it forces you kind of to look at the path as you're walking. And honestly, that's what I'm doing. Now, there's going to be buildings here, and those buildings are going to draw your eyesight up. But I want 100% of the time when somebody is in this village, their eyes are being drawn down. Their eyes are being drawn down. Even if they're looking at something like Spellbound, they're still going to kind of draw down to here because of the contrasting spruce and the fact that it looks very random. And it is. That's the point. Now, the other idea I had, and I tested this out, was to do splotches of each. So like there'd be something along the lines of this. Honestly, it didn't draw my eyes in as much. this kind of draws your eyes in. There is the overarching theme of the deep slate tiles on the side. I may switch those out for a different block at some point. I want the Nimbus to come into my small starter space and be completely taken into it. So all they see is what I've built. They're not looking around, they don't look over there, they don't look over there, they don't stare at the sun. Staring at the sun is bad, don't stare at the sun. They're not staring at the sun, they are completely drawn into this space. So then they come up to here and they see Spellbound, they're drawn into it. That's essentially the goal of this, and I feel like it turned out relatively well for what it is. Not really a builder. Much more focus on redstone. This ends here for a reason, which we'll probably do next, but not really builder. Much more of a redstone, more like logic based things. Building has always intimidated me, and honestly for my first path that I've made in Minecraft intentionally without just taking a shovel and going I like it. There's some things I want to improve, and honestly a lot of lessons learned from it, but I like it. It accomplishes what I want it to do. It draws the Nimbuses down into the space, lets them be fully present within themselves based on the design aesthetics, and yeah, I really like this. And yeah, I've harped on enough about that, haven't I? I can be a little bit of a blabbermouth when I'm talking about design and trying to defend some of my design decisions. But enough about defending design decisions and drawing your eyes towards the ground and being drawn into Spellbound. This is going to be the end of the episode. We're going to be working on our island for quite a bit of time longer. We have a lot of work to do over here, but we are going to also continue with adventuring and find out who wins the mansion. I think that's all coming in the next episode, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you soon. Bye.